Come on up and speak. If we have a real change vendor that wants to come up and speak, anyone can speak.
There's my garbage.
Is that water?
Yes, that's water.
Well, I gotta be careful. Whoa. Louder. Louder. That God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on Him shall not die, but have everlasting life. The wage of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Christ Jesus. He said, "Call unto me, I will answer, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not." And God can pick you up from the streets, out of the horrible pit, the cesspool of sin, the muck of the mire. David said in the 45th Psalm, "I waited patiently unto the Lord. He inclined unto me, heard my cry, and brought me up and out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock." And He established my going, and He put a new song in my heart.
Over here we're going to have some bead making going on. Hello.
This armor.
We have our Occupy Sanctuary here. The rain is back. And again, there's no one. Oh, I do see one umbrella.
I'm a real change vendor. I've also lived outside downtown. I've been kicked out of my spots numerous times by the police.
These are homeless stories that are going on.
Telling them to move on and stuff, that they should find solutions to end homelessness. I'm also a Christian. I believe in God. And it helps me to go through each day with His ever-loving. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I wanted to say a word about people being homelessness for reasons that are beyond their control. There are times when everything seems to be going fine, and then you have some horrendous medical bills that just overpower you, and people lose their homes because of medical bankruptcy. And sometimes people end up being homeless because of domestic violence. There was a time in my life when I used to run away through the woods and stay until I was so soaked and cold that I had to go home, even though I didn't really want to go home, but I didn't have any place else to go. There were times in my life when I lived out of my car, thankfully not for very long.
I live out of my car.
But I realized a lot of my friends who are out on the street, isn't their fault. Things happen to them that were a little bit beyond their control and more than they could deal with. Thanks.
First off, I'm autistic as well as homeless. And it's not easy being the way I am. It's every time I walk by someone who doesn't understand the situation I'm in, they always turn and look away and make fun of my bear and everything. My bear's been there all my life, ever since I was diagnosed with autism. And it really hurts. I just want a place where I can feel safe about being what I am, homeless and autistic. That's really all that I've really been needing, because most of my life I've been homeless. I'm 22, almost 23, And I've been homeless on and off since I was 6 years old. It's not fun. I hated every time I've had to come out here on the streets, no matter what city I'm in. Some places are worse than others. This is one of the better situations in citywide. But still, it doesn't make it any easier. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amy. I've been squatting on and off since August 4th of 1998. For those of you who aren't good at math, that's 14 years. Until this winter, in fact, when I got taken in by some lovely folks from Occupy, I was still living on the street. That's been a really, really rough road to go down. The things that I've had to witness, the terror and the chaos and the desperation that comes along with being homeless, especially being homeless in a youth, is horrendous. The situations that you're put into and the decisions that you have to make to be okay, the things that you have to do to survive, the looks that you get every time that you are forced into a position that you have to panhandle, when you're holding that sign and 98% of society just wants to pretend that you don't exist. It's horrible. It does horrific things to your mind, to your heart, to your body. 24 years old and I have a bad back, bad knees. There's no excuse for that. There's no reason why so many people that I know should have had their lives taken from them. There's no reason why so many people in our society should be forced to not have health care, should be forced to not have education, should be forced to sleep in cardboard dumpsters for insulation in the winter so that they aren't stuck on the sidewalk in the snow. There's no reason why I should have to break into abandoned buildings for shelter. There's absolutely no reason why people should have to go to shelters that are ridden with scabies and bed bugs and be stolen from. Thankfully, I live in a city that is full of resources, in a city that is a little bit ahead of the game, that have things like Nicholsville, that have drop-in centers available that you can shower at and do laundry and eat food. Thankfully, I live in this city. However, traveling around the country and seeing the situations that other people are in, there's no words. There's no words to describe it, and there's no justice. And until there is justice, I don't think that there should be any peace. So often we're silenced, and for once today, we have an opportunity to have our voices heard. For once, we have the opportunity to reach out to each other and communicate these things to one another and raise awareness of these issues. And for that, I'm really thankful. I'm really, really thankful for the opportunities that have been opened up to me through my work with Occupy. And I have no idea where I would be without that. I have no idea what I would be doing without that. And I encourage folks to continue to take care of themselves and to take care of each other. To understand that once in a while, all that counts is a little smile at somebody. The next time you're walking down the street and you see somebody that has a sign, whether you have money or not, smile at them, buy them a cup of coffee, give them your leftover food that's just going to go rot in your fridge. Take that change that's going to fall into your couch that you aren't going to find for 6 months and put it in their cup. If they have specific needs, if they need a phone card with minutes, get them that. If they're hungry, help them provide that. Help them to have the
twinkle fingers to the utmost
Give
degree.
them the resources to help themselves. That's really what it's all about. Thank you.
Thank you.
how's it going? My name is Donnie. I'm currently homeless. Me and my fiance Sonia over here. We have been part of the Occupy movement for a while. I was part of the Occupy Tacoma movement. And also part of the Occupy Oakland movement. And it's really sad that, every day the homeless out here have to be looked down upon by society because they look at us like we're a plague or something, And we're human just like
because we live better, we shouldn't fight oppression?
We deserve a chance.
Is that what
to
you're saying?
Yeah.
Houseless people are oppressed every day. Every day.
I just don't understand
people that walk by.
Who is homeless? Is it the people who can't fend for themselves?
Well, when you have, let's say, African American unemployment rate's almost 20%.
In America?
Yeah, in America. Yeah, that's African American. I mean, yeah. If you actually,
do you get the?
Unemployment in America is 9%, but if you go by race of different ethnicities, the unemployment rate is a lot higher in those.
Right now, currently, I'm staying in a shelter.
Racial discrimination.
How many Koreans do you think are unemployed?
It's not.
I don't know. I can find out.
Probably not many.
That I feel comfortable with.
So
I'm
you
guessing.
Don't know, so you're guessing.
Oh, I'm guessing.
So I'm using
Absolutely.
facts and you're using guesses.
But
you
look it up.
Look it up. Oh, actually, I'm used to it. I don't argue with guesses. I argue with facts.
Well, my observation
I encourage
would be
everybody,
that
in
terms of
that's within
ethnicity,
your reach, to keep supporting the homeless. Keep coming out to places like this.
Eastern Asians,
you see a guy with
more employed.
What's your number one employer in America?
Because he wants to buy drugs.
Probably the government.
No, actually, Walmart.
Maybe he really needs
What's
a
your
meal.
top 5 employers in America?
Walmart,
Sears, Target, McDonald's.
I just want to say, I think
they're all 5 on
Occupy
retail.
movement
They're all 5 on retail.
it has done a lot.
What is the average pay of those companies?
And I encourage everybody to keep on
$10, $15
supporting.
an hour.
Actually, most of them are below 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so what?
So that.
But so what? At least they have a job.
But it's not a little bit.
Like to say, Mike, check. Mike, what does that mean?
Well, all I can say
Well,
is
to me,
go to
first my name is Bird. I'm from Occupy Los Angeles. All 8 months of Sunday day.
I used to
Seattle. Now I'm here with you guys. I didn't even know you guys were around.
Well, we travel a lot, and if you go to third world countries,
But
you
it's
see how they
beautiful.
live.
Occupy, what it means to me,
You're well
is a
off.
chance for everybody to
You're
be
very
heard,
well
have
off.
a voice. Freedom of speech, they're trying to take all the rights away. Constitutional rights are very important to us. Without those, we wouldn't be nobody.
Maybe you're just okay. Why
Now,
don't you have a job?
Since we're out here able to talk, everybody's ears are wide open. So I'm gonna let you know, I've been on the streets since I was 14 years old, and I'm 31 now. That makes it 16 years. And this year and a half has proven to me that Occupy brings all of us 99%ers together.
I'm oppressed.
That way we know that we have a sanction to come to with each other. Because before Occupy was even around, the movement was even around, I was by myself on the streets a lot.
I'm sure that they have.
And now as a kid,
My kids get
that's really devastating when you have an alcoholic dad and a mother that takes his side on everything. So I really appreciate the Occupy movement.
So you made some bad choices.
One of the things that I love the most about it is that I've met so many people. So many people. I'm hoping I meet a lot of people from Seattle. I wasn't here for the Occupy, but I heard it was a good thing.
When people, well, listen, I'm going to tell you how things shake out. If you're a 14-year-old,
what I love the most about it is,
girl, and you get pregnant and have 3 kids by the time you're 20,
forgive me.
you have zero chance of having a good job.
I've done over 250
So everybody makes a choice. You made your choice.
I was one of the drummers, like the main drummers.
If a woman gets pregnant, raped at 16,
and I love that because when the people hear music, people come together, and it just pumps them up to want to get out there and let everybody know and spread the word. Because the Occupy is not die, we multiply.
Be oppression.
And I just hope that that's the same out here in Seattle. I've seen a lot of the youth out here, and I really haven't been able to talk to them.
Equality of opportunity, not equality of outcome.
I don't give them my knowledge. That way I can spread the word around the world. Eventually I can be over instead of Blue, maybe Cairo,
You were born equal to me.
That's on my next trip. I've been
maybe I'm smarter
Los
than you.
Angeles. I also did Occupy Skid Row, which is a very, very big.
My dad was a ditch digger. I made more money than
we had
when
a
I was
row
20.
on 4th and Town. My people were just kicked out of there under a law that was just made 5611. which means you have to keep your property off the street. If not, you will be arrested. I've been arrested twice for that when I was down there. I think it's pretty stupid.
Well, it's still capitalism, but it's morphed into something even worse than capitalism.
All they're trying to do is keep us off the streets so that way we don't have a voice together. So just keep it together and just spread the knowledge to other people of what you know. Don't ever give up on this, because if you do, then you will not have the right.
Of course you can.
Well,
I mean, that's ridiculous.
You're under their control like we already are.
Well, but it is. But
you keep voicing your
did Starbucks exist 20 years ago?
The 8 to 99% will just be
you know who Lululemon is? Okay, I happen to know the owner. He's worth $2 billion. Okay, you know where he was when he 20 years ago when I was a clothing agent in Vancouver?
I'm a grandma.
He was another guy who was
I'm a mom.
like he was just an average
I'm a daughter
Joe.
and I'm a sister.
He had an opportunity. He didn't have a lot of money.
Okay, so
he made his money.
How are we born equal?
We're not.
Well, then, okay.
We're not.
Then how are we guaranteeing equality?
No, we're not. Nobody guarantees you equality.
Constitution.
No, you're born with equality.
I'm not a criminal.
You have the right to pursue it. You have the right of opportunity, but you do not have the right of outcome.
Oh, okay.
You do not have a right of outcome.
Today,
just like the girl who has a whole bunch
we are going to take our country back.
Directions on that conversation. Back on topic. Equal opportunity is guaranteed to every citizen.
Are not going to die in a fucking war.
If I can't compete with
war
Walmart,
is irrational.
how is that equal opportunity? How is that equal to the Sam Wilson children that I'm trying to compete with? How am I equal to them in opportunities that are available?
You aren't.
I'm not?
In 2008,
then that's not equality,
we had
that's oppression.
2012, we had the opportunity to elect a new president.
My argument.
Let them fucking Republicans go!
But we still have oppression.
Vote Libertarian in 2012, and by 2016 we'll have a president.
You ever eat Starbucks?
Corporations
do you ever drink coffee at Starbucks?
Do I know what I do at Starbucks?
What?
I go to the garbage can, I get a cup out, and I go in and get it for 55 cents.
Hello.
I use my credit card to
My
do
name's
it.
John. I've been homeless since
credit
02.
union, because that way it costs them more money. And
I've been
I don't
in
pay
missions.
55
I've been
cents.
in
So it might cost me
sleeping
40
in my car.
They might get 40
You're
cents.
And I know what it's
I'm
like.
the system. That cup's
What
only
other
worth 40
people
cents
said
for
here.
coffee. At the price that they
And,
pay torturing and killing people. They torture and kill people. You buy the coffee. You're happy
staying
with
in
that.
Tent City 4 right now.
I'm
the happiest guy I know.
You're that happy that you support a company that kills
I'm
children.
the happiest guy you could possibly.
The whole world's watching
I have
you.
a Porsche in the
This
garage.
is live.
I have, who
Hope
cares?
to see you there.
I have everything, and you know what? Everybody has the opportunity to have everything. The problem with America is greed, and it's not corporate greed, it's individual greed. It's guys that think that they should be driving a car that's more than they can afford. It's them thinking that they deserve. It's the American dream, which is totally crap.
Okay, I have an economics degree.
They don't take into
Well, who cares?
consideration.
I know economics degree.
If you do
I know
not have
people who have economics
or if
degrees
you
who
lose
can't
your
balance
ID,
their bank book.
Your
and
economic
you have no
society in
driver's
America is
license,
going
no
to
social
collapse in
security card,
3 years.
Well, it's kind of is imploding right now.
So how will your Porsche be good then?
And you cannot
You know what? It went up
get a
$30,000
job
in value last year.
without
Good.
having
$30,000 is
$30,000.
I loaf of bread in 3 years.
You can't get ID without having ID. So you go down to the DMV office and you say, "Excuse me, sir, I have no ID. How do I get ID?" "Well, you need to get 4 pieces of ID." "Well, how the hell do I get 4 pieces of ID?" "Well, you got to call this people, and you got to call these people, and then you got to call these people, and then you got to come up with $20 here, $20 there. It really comes out to being $120 just to get 1 piece of ID. Okay? Now, this takes months. This takes day after day after day after day after day after day after day of trying to get ID so you can get housing and you can get a job. And even with tent cities, you have to have ID to get into tent city.
Sorry about that.
You have to have ID to get into shelter.
Individualistic.
You have to have ID. Otherwise, you're out here on the streets. And this is one of the reasons why. Well, why can't you get a job? Go get a job. I can't get a job. Nobody will hire me without ID. I have to have ID. Okay? Well, so because you're a drug addict or you're an alcoholic or you must be doing that or you must be doing this. and all the fucking stigmatizations that go along with it. But I've spent fucking months trying to get my ID. Yesterday, I finally got my birth certificate. I have one piece of 4 fucking pieces of ID I have to get. And I'm still waiting for my DMV records. I'm still waiting for my school fucking records, which I had to pay for. And you gotta go to organizations to get them. And if the organization is not open, you can't get it. So, there. Now you know about my problem.
It's really hard to get housing here without ID, and it's really hard to get ID.
Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Hang in there. All right. Poem or song? Poem or song? Who's running the soundboard? Who's running? Can you? Okay, poem. First of all, I just like to recognize people in the community that inspire me. And I haven't been here for very long.